What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Sports to the Wire. For those of you who are actually new to the show, I am your host, Rashid White. My co-host, Berg, who he will be with us tonight. Hopefully, we'll see what actually happens. And I'm hoping every single person has a Merry Christmas out there and a Happy New Year. All right, so let's get into this video over here. Iman Shumpert, he's actually saying that the LeBron James actually ruined the game of basketball. And I was listening to Black and White Sports and Sports Wars, and listen, I'm going to go over here and say this. I hate LeBron. I am not a LeBron fan by any means. I think he's ruined the NBA in terms of the woke movement or the woke nonsense. That I truly, truly believe. But as far as him actually ruining the game of basketball when he joined the Miami Heat in 2010, that's far from the truth right there. So let's get into the video over here. LeBron James he's playing in Cleveland. Understand that. He could not get anybody over there to go and actually play with him. And in terms of the actual development, I guess the Cleveland organization wasn't really great at developing players. This isn't the first super team that actually has been constructed. I don't care how you actually put it, whether it be by trade or whether it be by actually signing them as free agents. I keep saying this. All you're doing is actually addressing weaknesses in your team. So you have holes over here. We need a shooter. We're going to get a shooter. If they happen to come to your team and you can covet them, I don't see anything wrong with that. So let's get into this video here. The article. Shumpert, who was James' teammates during his post-Heat return to the Cleveland Cavaliers, he appeared on the Bootleg Kev podcast to discuss his recent Dancing with the Stars championship and several other topics. Listen. So he said it wasn't KD, it was LeBron first going to Miami. LeBron knows he ruined basketball. He thought he was making it better. Me personally, I love the NBA for the loyalty that I thought was there. He basically knocked the fourth wall down. First of all, there is no loyalty in the NBA. I mean, these guys that trade you like a hot potato. They hold potatoes as hot. Let's get rid of this player. Let's get him. If we actually think it's actually going to make the team much better. So that's nonsense. That's bullshit when you're talking about loyalty. There's no loyalty in basketball there. Well, in the NBA, I should say. As far as Kevin Durant going to Golden State needed Kevin Durant. I don't want to hear all this nonsense talking about, that the Golden State Warriors actually won a championship before, Kevin Durant actually got there. Remember, there was during the whole playoff quest to get to the finals. There was a key player that was actually injured that Golden State had to kind of go against. And then when they got to the finals, they was without Kevin Durant. Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. Remember, they were injured. And then the first game, they could have won that game. There was some shenanigans with the refs. And then Cleveland won the next two games, but technically they could have been up 3-0 on a supposedly championship Golden State Warriors team here. So this is all nonsense right here. And that was the whole thing, is that Steph Curry at the time was the only high percentage one-on-one player. Klay Thompson, he's not a high percentage one-on-one player. What gets him into the NBA and what he actually does well is shoot. Now, yeah, he can put the ball on the floor. He's a decent playmaker, but as far as on a LeBron, James Harden level, Kyrie level, Steph Curry level, no, he's not. So, and then what's his name? Kevin Durant was actually playing with Westbrook. And y'all see Westbrook. Go look at him in the Clippers, in the Phoenix Suns loss. He was abysmal, horrible. He's not a great. He doesn't have a great basketball IQ. He turns the ball over. Shot selection, can't shoot. It's a headache actually playing on Russell Westbrook. And let's get back to the championship, supposedly great championship run of the Miami Heat. They lost against Dallas. That was a fully loaded Miami Heat team. Remember, Dwayne Wade has limitations to his game. Not a great three-point shooter. LeBron was not a great three-point shooter. Bosh was an okay three-point shooter. I think he was about 35% from three. All Dallas did was just drop back and then force them to actually shoot. And then they didn't have a point guard. They didn't have a center. That was not a super team by any means. The real super team is the Brooklyn Nets that nobody's talking about, because all three are excellent ball handlers. All three are excellent three-point shooters. All three are excellent passers. All three are excellent free throw shooters. All three are actually are really, really good defenders. All three can actually play off the ball. That's a super team right there. Not this Miami Heat team. People got it twisted. People are actually getting into their emotions, and I'm being pragmatic over here. So this was not a real true super team, and there were super teams that was actually formed before this over here. This big three, and again, Kevin Garnett had limitations. Ray Allen had limitations. Paul Pierce was actually a real true high percentage one-on-one player. Another super team formed over here. Another super team with Scottie Pippen, Charles Barkley, and Olajuwon. And a lot of times this stuff doesn't work out. There's injuries. You know, we saw it with the Brooklyn Nets. Kyrie injury, the James Harden injury. All right, we'll wrap this video up. I hope this actually throws the whole notion over here that LeBron actually destroyed the NBA by creating super teams, because that's far from the truth. There's always been super teams there. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comment section there. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Certainly share this video. When you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Have a great Christmas.